Hey everybody. So, health is obviously an extremely confusing topic, especially in America, where I live and presumably you might live. Um, there's so much information out there, and it can be really, really difficult to process it all and really understand what steps need to be taken for you to get healthy. And the you in that sentence is really the most important part, is what I've come to discover. Um, it's a personal thing, all the controversy and fighting about which diet is perfect, is the best diet. There is no best diet, and science backs that up. There's certain principles that do are universal, eating whole foods close to their source, lots of plants, blah blah blah. But in the end, it really is a very personal thing, and the kind of system that we've been working with of going to a doctor and they prescribe you what have you, or they manage your health, it really just doesn't work. You are responsible for your own health, and you have to manage your own health, and that's something that I'm not preaching to the choir about. That's something that I'm just starting to come to terms with and starting to act on. So I thought that it might be helpful to start this YouTube channel, and probably a blog to go along with it, that will just kind of follow my journey as I try and deal with my own health issues, and you can see what it looks like for a real person to find their, go on their path and find, go on their journey towards better health and, more optimized state of being. So, I'm here to just share my story honestly, and if you want to follow along and get some inspiration and some tips and what have you, then that would be awesome. About just a little bit about my background. I've been interested in natural health and nutrition and exercise and whatever for about 20 years. I was vegetarian for 2 years and that's when I first started getting interested in like eating stuff that wasn't just, what was available. So I went vegetarian, and then 2 years after started to feel fatigue and lightheadedness a lot, and just kind of general malaise and just not very great. So I went off of that, started eating meat again, and then started researching. Okay, if I'm going to incorporate meat, what's the science say about it? Blah blah blah. Is that good? Is that bad? And just ended up hitting so many conflicting opinions that I just kind of gave up and just ate whatever I want. So from there, I kind of eventually got interested in nutrition again and got a degree in nutritional therapy from Portland Community College, and that was super helpful. Learned a lot, but that just gave me a whole lot more information, really. So now it's applying that, and I haven't really been seeing clients or doing anything like that, and I'm not here to actually, at least for now, I'm not here to try and sell my services or something. I don't think I'm qualified even having all this knowledge if I haven't applied it to myself first, So really this is just pure me just throwing myself out there and showing you what I'm working on. And I have my, I'm a skinny guy. A lot of people look at me and are like, oh yeah, this guy totally fine. I go to my doctor, he's like, oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Your BMI's fine, whatever. Blood pressure, whatever, it's all good. But I do suffer from symptoms that would indicate some pretty big imbalances. So some of the stuff that I'm going to be dealing with for myself that you might be interested in too is stuff like chronic inflammation. I run hot, and the stuff I eat and drink a lot doesn't help that. Chronic knee pain, inflammation as well, fungal issues like athlete's foot, toenail fungus, which sucks, and possibly candida. I'm going to be talking about whole foods diets, including ketogenic diet, the candida diet, the blue zone diets, Mediterranean, that kind of thing. Going to be talking about gaining weight and building muscle, because that's something that I need to do. Superfood foods and supplements, resistance and weight training, body weight training, mobility stuff, yoga, stretching, going to just share recipes that I really like, gardening, because, this is about food, this is about, being healthy, and big part of being healthy is knowing where your food comes from, and probably some out there stuff like, CBD, marijuana, chirotherapy, using cold baths to get a response going, and your metabolic response going, there we go, in your body that's healing, saunas, stuff like that. So I'll be playing around with stuff, and yeah, it'll be interesting. I have a lot that I'm kind of doing right now, so I'm going to be posting a lot of videos, getting up to speed with everything that I have kind of going on, all the routines and stuff, and my results. We'll see what works and what doesn't. And I have stuff that I'll talk about with, toenail fungus, for example, that I've tried, hasn't worked for me. Might work for you, might not, but I'll just let you know what's worked for me, and let you know where I got the stuff, how I tried to make it a little bit cheaper, how I made it fit in my schedule, etc. So anyways, don't want to bore you on the first video here, but that's kind of what this whole thing's going to be about. So I will try to be posting a lot, and I hope that if anyone can run across this and find it useful, then that's the goal. Otherwise, it's also just a way for me to put content out and keep on top of my own health goals, and you guys can help hold me accountable. We can all help hold each other accountable. So have a good one, and see you soon.